Good afternoon on what is a cold, bright and sunny day. It is Monday the 2nd of January. I've got a nice hot cup of tea and a parcel to unbox. I'll continue unboxing. And from here, I'm going to pull out We Deal in Lead. A Weird West Wonders Adventure game. A hard-hitting Weird West Wonders Adventure game of weary gunslingers exploring a world that's moved on. Look to the friends beside you, fellow gunslingers of the Order of the King. The arduous trek across the bleached desert is over, and now you stand before a fabled lost slip door. Though tested, the Order's fellowship stands true. You grasp your trusty gun's worn sandalwood grip and push open the door. You grasp as the sharp sea air hits your lungs. Gulls caw and the foam sprays your face like a baptism. You step through the open door into another world. Offers combat and exploration gameplay designed for one or more players, including solo or group play. Streamlined D20 roll under rules based on Kern, Into the Odd, and Knave, which are basically those are a series of essentially micro clones. Compatible with other Kern adventures and settings, journey into other green genres and eras, recruit heroes from other worlds to join your quest. Even those fallen in battle, death is just another door. Keep the bonds of fellowship strung within your gunslinger order, and your aim will remain true. Friend and train beast companions to act as your eyes, ears, or fangs, including hawks, wolves, and bumblers. Bumblers? Okay, so let's have a look. So this is sort of getting this has got like a very dark tower kind of feel to it, just from brief look at it. So let's open it up, see what's inside. So, okay. So we have counter sheet on the inside, nicely done. Let's see, and excursion generation tracker, and excursion map on the other back. That's a nice touch, making use of the inside and back covers. And this is by Odin's Beard RPG. So it's a nice bit of artwork there. Before getting to the table of contents, chapter 1 is principles. So we've got design philosophy here. It's setting out, an adventure game for one facilitator, the warden, and one or more players, acting as hardened gunslingers in exploring fallen and crumbling worlds filled with dangerous folk, lost mysteries, and unspeakable monstrosities. So we've got the design philosophy, neutrality, classless, death, fiction first, growth, player choice, principles, shared objectives, and adventures essentially, defending a village against roving bandits, hunting a monstrous machine, stealing children, broker peace between warring factions, protect a caravan travelling through the dangerous territory, explore other worlds via lost slip doors. So it's a cross-time parallel kind of role-playing game with gunslingers. And then we've got the principles for the wardens. So, laying these out bullet point just in an easy, accessible fashion. And principles for players. So agency, teamwork, exploration, talking, caution, planning, ambition, and defeat are all part of the game, and it's making it clear up front. Principles of the drifted world. So again, it's sticking to here's what's the point of the game. Here's what you are doing, both as a as a warden, as a player, and then here is what the setting is about. So the world has moved on. There are gunslingers, slip doors, which gateways between worlds. There is some magic. It's wild and unpredictable. Technology is broken. Death is a possibility. We'll get on to gunslinger creation. I like the fact that essentially what you've got is, you've got this artwork here capturing the kind of weird feel of the between worlds, but you've got this sort of like ordinary artwork over here. It's got a nice contrast. And then we have an example, fully detailed, so you can use that as an NPC or as a player character if you actually want to. And then we get into the rules. Again, this is really going to be sort of like you're going to be essentially, limited number of stats, rolling under, saving against those stats. Inventory, you can have inventory slots and so on. So yeah, heavily influenced by other micro clones. And that's fine. It makes them accessible. And the other thing about microplanes is they're really kind of, the mechanics are really kind of simple and easy to grasp. We've got the Order of Gunslingers, explaining who they are, what they are, and sort of the quests they're involved in. Items and equipment. So just talking in broad terms about the general types of guns, so 6-shooters, scatterguns, repeaters, rifles, that sort of thing. It's not a historical, it's not a deeply historical game, but it's got all the details and items that you need there without sort of like getting lost in, names and models and so on. Combat, okay, against an mecha bear, if you will. The guns of Gunslinger are going to be slightly different, so because you can have artifact guns, and each gun has a relic and so on, and you've got rules in there for repairing them if they break, which obviously they're going to do. Handling critical damage, death, and scars, because primarily scars is the means by which you learn and improve. And combat example. Sorry, my hair's getting caught. Well, I mean, this is a little book, and the great thing about this is just one little book. It's got a combat example across 2 pages. It's taken the time to show you how the game is played. It's already told you. It's done the tell. Now it's doing the show, and I really appreciate that in a role-playing game. There are role-playing games that come out from major publishers which don't do that. They have small little examples. There are plenty of examples, but in a full example of play, you really get the feel of how the game is designed to be played. And then we've got rules for wilderness exploration and encounters. Then we get on to other worlds and traversing between them. And one of the things that what this does mean is there's not very much here to the rules, but essentially what that does is that opens it up to sort of like you could do visiting other settings. I mean, straight away, there's the Earth of Numenera. Would be perfect. Magic, which also you possibly play a character with magic. If you want to expand it slightly, you didn't want to play Gunslinger, you could play another type of character, I'm sure. Beast companions who might join you. Rules for solo play, so you can actually basically solo play and do like a journal or something. And it's done through cards, so you're going to need a deck of playing cards for that. So that's giving you the option. That's all the rules before we get to the first scenario: swamp water shootout. So that's a few pages long. Then we get onto an excursion generator for creating more adventures. Excursion encounters, and a little table for sort of like handling an excursion. So, and then appendix 1 is an bestiary. You've got banshees, bears, devil swine, ghosts. Lizard giants, all the sorts of things you could pick up, easily go into a cryptid kind of bestiary and throw that in there, and depending upon the world you end up all manner of things, including like a drift vampire. So you can do horror in there as well. An appendix on converting adventures. Gunslinger tables, so things like names, first names, surnames, traits, and so on, and a nice index at the end. So yeah, nice little self-contained role-playing game, wheeling led, which can lead into other games and interesting campaigns. I'd love to see sort of like some more scenarios for it, something like that. But there's a lot packed into this, I think. Quite impressed by that. Look forward to digging into that and giving it a proper review at some point. Anyway, thank you very much for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you've enjoyed this, please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you have got any comments or feedback, I appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box containing a book or game which I'll unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching. Be back again soon with another unboxing in the Nook. Bye for now.